From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait, ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait, ooh-ha-ha!
Enough of the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait, ooh!
Hey, well, what's up, YouTube? This is D checking in, man. If you're wondering what this blue pile of blueness is, it's just an update on my Reef Mollies. My little fry are doing just fine, man. They're getting big. They're eating. They're chilling in the reef tank and the little frag tank here, so I thought I'd do a little update here. I'm feeding them on Daphnia and crushed flake. So the Daphnia is more of a powder that's geared for fry and baby fish. I have about 5 or 6, hard to see them in here, but they're doing all right. They feed off of that Daphnia pretty well. I don't clean my sump. These guys made it in the sump. Don't ask me how, but they've been in here ever since, so I just thought I'd leave them in there. They probably went through the overflow or one of the check drains. I have 3 little holes down there, check drains, so that the pump never runs empty. So they're doing all right, man. I have the Chemipure bag over the intake, and I have a pre-filter over my return pump. So far they're doing all right. The parents are chilling. They may have started spawning again. I noticed my female, which is in hiding right now, excuse me, is still a little large, and these guys tend to breed readily. And they've been in the Reef in the saltwater tank since Super Bowl Sunday, a couple of months. The tank is running for 4 months now, and everybody's doing good, so I'm really happy to see my fry doing well. I was wondering if I was going to have to worry about them getting caught and stuff and things of that nature, but in being in the hobby a long time, you kind of get comfortable. You don't panic as much. You tend to know that nature finds a way, and you're kind of better off leaving them. Let them get some size on them, rather than trying to move them around and put them in there. Maybe the shrimp bothers them or fish pecks them or they die or whatever. I'll let them get to size in there, and once they get a little bigger, then I'll try moving them into the main tank. But they're doing all right. They feed on the Daphnia, which is a little bit in there now. I did a water change this morning of about 4.5, 5 gallons, and they're doing all right. So let me just give you an update on the tank. My cleaning crew is crazy, let me tell you. This tank is 20-gallon long, but minus the sump that I built into it, it's 17 gallons precisely. I got 3 Mexican turbos, which are fanatics. If you ever want a cleaning crew, the Mexican turbos, let me tell you something. They don't leave any stone unturned. I've had more corals knocked over, pushed down, knocked down than I've ever had my whole, years of keeping aquariums. I have a pink urchin. His hat gets bigger and bigger and bigger. He knocks everything down. Let me tell you, word to the wise in the cleaning crew, these guys do an excellent job. But if you're trying to grow algae, like if you look at my last video of the phase 3, the diatomic phase passing in the cleaning crew, let me turn on the white lights, because you really can't appreciate it unless I put the white lights on full. No more diatoms. I dare you. I challenge you to show me the diatoms. They have scraped. Let me turn it up. Turn the whites up. My devil's hand has grown quite a bit. Sorry, I just had my coffee. I'm a little scarce there. But let me tell you, I put this piece in here, remember? Look at my last video. I put this piece in here from my big tank to seed the tank with the purple algae. You would think that I scraped it with a wire brush. That is the urchin. The urchin spent a whole day and a half on that piece. He ate it down. I guess he eats, I think he eats rocks. Because he scraped every piece of that purple off. My old dead tubenaria I took from upstairs, I was hoping it would come back, but it was dead up there. That has been scraped down. The rock. Whatever the snails don't get. Uh-oh, there's some green coralline. Oh, God, they're going to eat that today. That'll be gone today. There's some coralline algae. They eat the nuisance algae, but they also eat anything. If they don't, I'll probably have to leave like algae sheets or something in here to deter them from eating the stuff that I want to grow. But they get into whatever nook that pink urchin doesn't get into, those turbos get into. They're pretty though. There's one over there. There's my big colorful one up there. As you can see, he's scraping it down right now. He's scraping away. I wonder if he knows that that's live, that's paint on there. He's probably eating the paint off. This is that life rock, which is the painted dead rock. He'll probably eat that off, because look, he probably ate some of the paint off. They don't care. They eat it. It looks like algae. They eat it. Yeah, this one is on the coralline right now. See what I mean? So I see a lot of emails on different forums of people saying, oh, I'm trying to go coralline and can't grow it. Sometimes your cleanup crew may be doing too good a job. So just a word to the wise with that. And the urchins do knock everything down that they can possibly knock down. So just a word to the wise there. Since this was a frag tank, I didn't have things securely in place. And forget about it. They move everything. I think I have another head or two on the dragon eyes, the zoos. Here are my little frog spawn frags there. There's two little pieces there. There's another little piece here. That one's doing alright. What I'm going to have to do in this tank is buy the big discs. Those big frag discs. And hopefully those guys don't knock it over. Or I'll secure them to bigger frag pieces, like I got that pulsing zinnia to spread onto that adjoining rock. So I got a nice frag of that. Probably sell that for like $10 or so. Yeah, $5-10. But yeah, everything is doing all right. The tank's doing okay. It's been a couple of months. My clowns are doing all right. My Sally Blackfoots. Which one is that? One of them bobs up and down, so I can usually tell them apart. Okay, that's the new one, because he's not bobbing. They do the funniest thing, man. They have separate caves. Here's the other one. There's the new one. So I got two of those. He's yawning, he's sleepy. They have separate caves. The caves look similar, but Thumper stays over there. Thumper's always swimming up and down like bobbing, so I can tell them apart. He's pecking some of the cheetomorph off of the case. But they live in separate caves, but at night, they cuddle up in this little space. If you can see it, it looks like a little bed. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen. They sleep together in that little space, but at night, they go to different caves. It's like a married couple. You know, they leave, they can't tolerate each other all day, so they live in separate places. But it's the funniest thing. My cleaning shrimp, he's molted a couple of times, he's doing all right. They have a nice balance in this tank. Everybody's doing all right. The waving hands, the zinnia, are doing all right. They've been knocked down a few times, so I didn't get them to spread because they've been knocked around. I had to wedge them into that rock, which I really didn't want to do. But I'll get them to spread on that rock, and then I'll frag them off of there. Kenyas are Kenyas. I've pruned this one height-wise. I pruned some of them width-wise. So I prune these like I garden. I shape them into the shapes that I want. So if you have a tall tank, you want a tall one that grows up. If you have a short tank or narrow tank, you grow it long like this. See the difference? So anything that grows like a weed can be trained like a weed. And they're doing all right. So that's the update on the tank. As you can see, nothing to panic. I didn't add any chemicals or crazy GFO. There's no GFO. There's nothing but my old Reef protein skimmer, which is doing a pretty good job once I had to finagle it. Chemipure, not Chemipure Elite, just regular Chemipure. And my floss, filter floss. So everything is doing all right. I left a little bit of algae dust on the glass so that these guys would not knock my whole tank around looking for algae. I'm going to probably add some algae sheets in there to keep them busy. But the tank's doing good. And that's the natural progression of a reef tank, frag tank, saltwater tank, is to go through those phases, establish balance, and keep things stable. So this is the tank. This is D. Thank you for watching, man. There are going to be some updates that you don't get on this page, because a lot of them are quickie updates from my channel, other channel, and some of the Brooklyn Aquarium Society events. We got speaker coming up Friday, second Friday of the month. I post those on the Brooklyn Aquarium Society site, so check it out, subscribe, stop by. If you have new videos, you can come by my site, DFB Aquatics, D from Brooklyn. Share your videos on my site. I share them with a lot of the various other sites that I'm affiliated with. And we have the International Aquarists Society in the build. So come by, check it out, stay tuned. Until next time, this is D signing out with a see ya. Hey, it's this guy with the camera again. Yeah, we'll get used to him.